The scream did not come from the Slay Queen. It came from the crowd. Phones froze midair. Laughter died in throats. Even the loud generators lining the street of Balogun, Market, Lagos, seemed to stutter, as if the city itself had inhaled sharply and forgotten how to breathe. The old woman collapsed, right there in front of the camera. Her thin body hit the dusty concrete with a dull, final sounding thud. Her wrapper loosened slightly, exposing frail legs covered in scars that told stories nobody had bothered to hear. Her head struck the edge of a wooden stall. Blood, not much, but enough. The live comments stopped scrolling. For the first time in 3 years of non-stop online fame, Amara Lux did not know what to say. Her phone was still recording. Guys, guys, wait, what just happened? Her voice, usually sharp and confident, cracked like glass. Just moments earlier, she had been laughing, mocking, body shaming. 10 minutes earlier, guys, if you don't laugh at this, I'll refund your data. Amara's voice cut through the humid Lagos afternoon like a blade. Her perfectly manicured finger pointed dramatically toward the old woman standing beside a tomato stall. The camera zoomed in. See this body now. Ah, ah! Mama, is this gym or suffering? Because this one no be fitness. This na poverty work out. The crowd exploded in laughter. The old woman said nothing. She only clutched her nylon bag tighter. Inside it were a few sachets of salt, bitter leaf wrapped in newspaper, and a small bottle of palm oil. That was all she had managed to buy after selling roasted corn since morning. Guys, comment down below. Should I donate food or donate gym membership? Flooded the live chat. Madam Influencer, abeg no disgrace me. The old woman finally spoke, her voice barely louder than the hum of generators. Amara laughed harder. Disgrace you? Mama, you already disgraced yourself when you refused to glow up. She turned back to the camera, flipping her long bone straight wig. If you're watching this video right now, make sure you subscribe because Lagos will always humble somebody. And today, it's not me. She winked. The old woman lifted her eyes. They were not angry. They were tired. Amara Lux, real name Amarachi Ace, was one of Lagos' fastest rising lifestyle influencers. Instagram, 1.2 million followers. TikTok, 900K. YouTube, road to 2M. Her brand, luxury, savage humor, no messy commentary, public callouts. She had built her empire humiliating people under the disguise of realness. If you're broke, I'll tell you. If you're ugly, I'll show you. If your body doesn't fit the aesthetic, I'll zoom in. And Lagos loved her for it. Or so she thought. Amara hated Balogun Market. Too crowded, too dirty, too village. But her engagement had dropped. Her manager had said, you need raw content, Lagos street vibes, shock value. So she came, designer sunglasses, crop top worth more than some people's rent, camera rolling, and then she saw the old woman. Her name was Mama Ifunanya. She had lived in Lagos for over 40 years. She had buried. A husband lost to a construction accident. A son killed by police brutality. A daughter taken by childbirth complications, all without ever trending. She sold roasted corn because dignity was cheaper than begging. She never begged. Mama, why you be like this? No waist, no backside, no glow. Amara moved closer, lowering her voice mockingly. Are you even human or ancient artifact? That was when Mama Ifunanya raised her hand, not to slap, to touch Amara's arm. Child, she said softly, you don't know what tomorrow holds. The crowd oohed. Amara yanked her arm back. Don't touch me. Guys, can you imagine? This is why I avoid poor people. And then, Mama Ifunanya staggered. Her eyes rolled back, her knees buckled, she collapsed. Somebody help her. A woman screamed. Amara's phone shook. The live comments exploded again, but not with laughter this time. Is she okay? End the live. You killed her. Blood trickled from Mama Ifunanya's temple. Amara dropped to her knees. No, no, no. This is not content. This is not content. Her hands trembled. Sirens wailed in the distance, and then someone shouted words that would change Amara's life forever. She's your mother. Amara froze. What? The man pointed at the old woman. She raised you when your own mother abandoned you. You think Lagos forgets? We remember. The phone was still recording, and 23,000 people were watching live. If you're watching this and your heart is racing already, subscribe now, because this story is about to turn darker, deeper, and more emotional than you expect. Comment right now. Should Amara be forgiven or not? Amara's world tilted. Her knees felt weak. No, you're lying. But deep inside, a memory stirred. A woman with tired eyes, a voice singing at night, a scar she had forgotten. The ambulance arrived. They lifted Mama Ifunanya onto a stretcher. As the door slammed shut, the old woman's eyes opened, just briefly. She looked straight at Amara and whispered words the camera barely caught. You sold your soul for likes. The sirens faded. The crowd dispersed. Amara's phone finally slipped from her hand and hit the ground. The live stream ended, but the consequences were only beginning. The ambulance disappeared into the traffic of Lagos Island, its sirens swallowed by horns, shouting, and the endless chaos of the city. Yet for Amara Locks, everything went silent. She remained on her knees long after the crowd dispersed. Her phone lay face up on the ground, screen cracked, notifications exploding like fireworks she could no longer celebrate. Leave video saved. Those that 4 words stared at her like a death sentence. Within 30 minutes, Lagos did what Lagos does best. It talked. Twitter, X was already burning. Amara Locks is over. Justice for Mama Ifunanya. Influencer gone wrong clips from the live stream, especially the moment Mama Ifunanya collapsed, were already edited, reposted, slowed down, zoomed in, and captioned. One viral post read, "This is what cloud chasing looks like when it meets real life." Amara stumbled to her feet, legs weak. Her assistant Tommy finally arrived breathless. Amara, what did you do? I didn't. Amara's voice failed. She just fell. Tommy showed her the phone. Everyone thinks you killed her. Amara laughed, a hollow, broken sound. She's not dead. Is she? Amara opened her mouth. She didn't know. As they drove toward Ikoyi, flashes of memory attacked her without mercy. A woman humming while staring Gary, rough hands braiding her hair, a voice saying, "Tomorrow will be better, my child." She pressed her palms against her temples. No, no, no. Tommy glanced at her. Who is Mama Ifunanya? I don't know, Amara snapped, but her heart was lying. They reached Lagos Island General Hospital. The smell of antiseptic and despair filled the air. Amara barely noticed the stares until someone shouted, "That's her!" People gathered. Phones came out again. She pulled her hoodie low, but it was too late. A nurse stepped forward. Are you related to the patient? Amara hesitated. Yes, Tommy answered quickly. She's family. The nurse nodded slowly. She's alive, but critical. Amara's knees buckled again. Alive, thank God, but critical. The word echoed. An elderly man sat on a bench nearby, watching Amara with unreadable eyes. You don't recognize me? He said. She shook her head. I was there when you were 8, he continued. The day your mother left you at the bus park. Amara's chest tightened. She said she was coming back. She didn't. The man sighed. Mama Ifonanya found you crying beside a bag of clothes. She took you in. No, Amara whispered. You called her Mama for 5 years, until your uncle came and took you away. Images crashed into her. Crying, cold nights, warm arms. She collapsed onto the bench. I forgot. No, the man corrected gently. You chose to forget. If this story is touching something deep inside you, tap the like button. It helps more people hear stories that matter. Comment below. Can success erase where you came from? By morning, brands began to pull out. Emails flooded in. We are suspending our partnership pending investigation. Your actions do not align with our values. Contract terminated. Amara stared at her laptop. One by one, her world collapsed. Followers dropped by the thousands. Comments turned vicious. Witch! Disgrace! You deserve jail. She switched off her phone. For the first time in years, she was offline and alone. She stood outside the ICU for hours before finally going in. Mama Ifunanya lay small on the bed, tubes everywhere. Amara approached slowly. I'm sorry, she whispered. The old woman's eyes fluttered open. You came. Tears streamed down Amara's face. I didn't know it was you. Mama Ifunanya smiled weakly. You knew. Your spirit knew. I hurt you. Yes. I shamed you. Yes. Amara sobbed openly now. But you're still my child. Those words broke her completely. Days later, Amara did the unthinkable. She went live again. No makeup, no filters, no luxury background, just truth. I was wrong, she said, voice trembling. I built my fame on cruelty, and it caught up with me. She bowed her head. I hurt the woman who once saved my life. Silence. Then the comments slowed. Some softened, others didn't, but something had changed. Mama Ifunanya survived. Recovery was slow. Amara sold her designer bags to pay hospital bills. She visited daily. She listened. She learned. The cameras stayed off for once. If you believe people can change even after terrible mistakes, share this video. Someone out there needs this message. Months passed. Amara's fame never returned the same way, but something else grew. Respect. She began volunteering, quietly, helping women like Mama Ifunanya. No filming, no posting, just presence. One afternoon, Mama Ifunanya held her hand. Fame will call you again, she said. When it does, choose wisely. Amara nodded. I will, because she had learned the hardest lesson of all. Likes fade, character doesn't. Amara thought the worst was over. She was wrong. The internet never forgets. Lagos never forgives easily. And consequences, once set in motion, rarely stop where you expect them to. 3 months after Mama Ifunanya left the hospital, an email landed in Amara's inbox. Subject: Live panel. Influencers and responsibility in the digital age. She stared at it for a long time. The sender was a major Lagos media house. Tommy, who had stayed with her despite everything, read it over her shoulder. This is either redemption, Tommy said quietly, or public execution, Amara swallowed, or both. Before the scandal, Amara would have jumped at the opportunity. Panels meant cameras, applause, validation. Now, her palms sweated just thinking about it. That night, she couldn't sleep. Every time she closed her eyes, she saw Mama Ifunanya falling. The sound of her body hitting the ground echoed endlessly. Amara visited Mama Ifunanya the next morning. The old woman sat outside peeling garden eggs slowly. They invited me to speak, Amara said. About what I did? Mama Ifunanya didn't look up. Truth does not fear questions, she said, but lies do. Amara nodded. Go, the old woman added. Not to defend yourself, to correct yourself. The hall in Victoria Island was packed. Journalists, content creators, students, critics. Amara sat on stage, flanked by lawyers, psychologists, and activists. Whispers followed her like shadows. That's her, the Slay Queen, the one who shamed the old woman. The moderator smiled tightly. Amara Locks, he began. Millions watched you that day. What were you thinking? Amara leaned toward the microphone. I wasn't thinking, she said. I was performing. The room stilled. I forgot that the people I mocked were human beings. A murmur rippled through the audience. A young woman stood up. If Mama Ifunanya wasn't related to you, she asked, would you have apologized? The question hit like a slap. Amara paused. The old Amara would have dodged. The new one inhaled deeply. No, she said honestly, I probably wouldn't have. Gasps. And that, Amara continued, voice breaking, is the problem. This is the moment that divides opinions. Comment below. Was Amara's honesty enough or too late? If this story is making you uncomfortable in a good way, subscribe. Real stories aren't meant to be easy. Clips from the panel went viral. Again, some praised her honesty, others tore her apart. She's only sorry because she got exposed. Fake repentance. A blogger released an old video compilation of Amara's past cruelty. The wounds reopened. Brands that had considered reconciliation backed off. Amara watched the numbers fall again. This time, she didn't run. A week later, an unexpected call came in. Hello, this is City Hope Foundation. We work with elderly women in urban Lagos. They had seen her confession. We want you to work with us, the woman said, not as a face, as a volunteer. No cameras, no pay, just work. Amara accepted immediately. She cleaned shelters, cooked meals, listened to stories that would never trend. Women who had been forgotten. Women like Mama Ifunanya. One afternoon, a frail woman grabbed Amara's hand. You look familiar, she said. Amara smiled softly. I used to be loud. The woman laughed. Quiet suits you better. Months later, Mama Ifunanya attended a small community event. Amara spoke briefly, not about herself, but about dignity. Afterward, a young girl approached her. My friends laugh at people online, the girl said. I used to join them. I won't anymore. Amara's eyes filled with tears. That moment felt bigger than any million views she'd ever had. Late one night, Amara opened her old channel. She uploaded one last video. No ads, no monetization, just words. I don't need fame anymore, she said. I need purpose. She disabled comments, then she logged out. Mama Ifunanya sat beside her the next morning. You have lost much, the old woman said. Yes, but you gained your soul back. Amara leaned her head on the old woman's shoulder. For the first time, she didn't feel the need to record it. In a world addicted to clout, kindness is rebellion, respect is not weakness, and no amount of likes can replace humanity.